Do you want to run faster without getting tired? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways that you can start overcoming this challenge right now. And if you stick around until the end, I'm going to reveal the one thing that 40% of runners do not do to run faster without getting tired. I'm Ryan from Unstoppable, and we are here to help you reach your full potential and become an unstoppable runner. Your aerobic fitness is the backbone of running for long periods of time without getting tired. Think of your aerobic base a little bit like the foundations of a skyscraper. The stronger and the more extensive that it is, the higher you can build. So what can you do to build this aerobic fitness? The first thing that you can do is you can focus on easy-paced conversational runs. Give yourself a good block of time focusing on this so that you can start to lay the groundwork for transitioning into that more speed and endurance later down the line. This is the kind of thing that you're going to most likely do in the wintertime for around 16 to 20 weeks at a time. What you can also do is you can focus on gradually increasing your weekly mileage. Start with what feels comfortable, then slowly add more distance each week. This just means that you give your body time to adapt and you won't get injured. Do this consistently and you'll notice that the same runs feel easier, which is a clear sign that your aerobic fitness is improving. So you're developing a good aerobic base, but how do you make sure that you don't get tired? And how do you make sure that when you're running fast? Enter neuromuscular training. Think of this a little bit like fine-tuning a high-performance car. You've already got the capabilities to be a good runner because you've built a good aerobic fitness, but this is just taking it to that next level. So what can you do here? You can do some regular strides. These are shorter acceleration runs, usually 50 to 80 meters, and here you should be focusing on good form and moving your legs fast. Also, bring some plyometric exercises into your training. Things like skipping, squat jumps and ankle hops are great plyometric exercises for runners. These exercises improve your speed, your power and your coordination, which make you a more efficient runner at faster paces. So you've built a solid base, you've sharpened it with some neuromuscular training. Now what? We need to look at how you are running. If your run form isn't efficient, you could be wasting valuable energy, making you more tired and also increasing your risk of injury. So what can you do here? Run tall, relax your shoulders, hold your hips high, drive your knees and pick your feet up so you're not spending too much time on the ground. Think about being springy, and also imagine that a piece of string is pulling you up from the top of your head, which keeps your posture straight and aligned. We've also found that smiling when you're running now and again takes the tension out of your shoulders too. Hill reps are an excellent way to reinforce good running form as well. So what you can try here is 6 to 8 reps of 20 to 25 seconds of your 5K race pace up a moderate hill with walking recoveries in between. Do you prepare properly before each of your runs? Well, let me ask you a question. What kind of fuel would you put in a Ferrari? The best, right? So you need the best fuel before you start running. What does that actually look like though? It's usually something carby before, usually 60 to 90 minutes before you run, but test this as it can be different from person to person. Also, having a coffee and drinking plenty of water will make a huge difference. Typically, I do all of my running first thing in the morning just because that is my uninterrupted time. I usually have a Rice Krispies square bar, some water, and within 5 to 10 minutes of waking up in the morning, I'm out running. But a couple of weeks ago, I actually ran later. Now at this point, I'd had protein smoothie, I'd had some oats, I'd had a couple of coffees. What was the result? Well, my previous 5K PB was 20 minutes and 6 seconds, and it is now 18 minutes 58. Also, the week before this is a comparison of 2 runs in the same week with the same perceived effort. We can see here 3 minutes and 18 seconds faster when I had more fuel in my body. So if you can, and your schedule allows you to carb up before, have some coffee, have some water, do what I did, fuel properly, hydrate properly, and you will start running faster without getting tired. Do you warm up before you run? And no, starting the run doesn't count as a warm up. Why should you warm up? It's going to help you to run faster. You're going to help your body and your mind go from resting to ready to run. It gets everything firing, your muscles warm and looser as well. How can you warm up? There is this really simple framework that we use with all of our running clients at Unstoppable, and it's called RAMP. Firstly, raise your pulse, which is normally some light jogging. Secondly, you activate the key muscles, which is like squats, lunges, planks, those kind of things. Then you move on to the thing that we call mobilize, which is where you do your dynamic stretches like leg swings, your walking quad stretch, things like that. And finally, you go into potentiate, which is where you do specific running drills like high knees, heel flicks, those kind of things. Then once you've done that, you're ready to start your running session. So you're into your running session. Have you ever hit a bit of a brick wall? Have you ever felt like you might need to stop? Have you ever been in a position where you've started strong, but then 2K in, your pace is way off, you're slower than usual because you've gone off too fast? We've all been there. As you know, running is as much a mental game as it is physical. Music is game changing for these moments. Listen to your favorite tunes. You'll be amazed how much quicker you end up running, and you won't feel as tired as well. If you can, choose something that's a little bit more up tempo as well. You'll probably find that you start syncing yourself to the rhythm of the music, and that could mean that you end up running faster as well. Also, from a mental point of view, we get what we focus on. If we focus on being in pain, how hard the run is, we won't enjoy it and we might not even finish it. So when your run gets tough, we need to change what we're focusing on. Think about weekend plans. Think about solving a work problem, focusing on a landmark and setting small achievable goals throughout your run, and thinking about how you're going to feel knowing that you've just completed your run. Okay, so that is how you run faster without getting tired. But do you remember at the start when we said there's one thing that 40% of runners do not do? Well, here's that thing. You need to do some sort of strength and conditioning. We see this time and time again with runners. They can run, but that's about as far as it goes. It's a little bit like having a Ferrari engine that's stuck in a Ford Focus shaped car. There's only so much performance that you're going to get out of that. So strength and conditioning makes your body stronger and more resilient so that you can better cope with the physical and mental challenges of runner. You are way less likely to get injured, and you increase your capacity to be a stronger, more powerful runner, which in turn can lead to higher running speeds as well. The most well-rounded runners do strength training. Plus, it makes you look better, and who doesn't want that? So what can you do here? Focus on building muscle and strength in your whole body, but make sure that there is a focus specifically on your legs, your core and your glutes, as these are some of the keys when you're running. Exercises like squats, lunges and deadlifts are a great place to start as a runner. We would say have a variety of rep ranges as well. So for strength, somewhere between 3 and 5 reps, 3 to 5 sets with 2 to 5 minutes of rest. If you're looking to build muscle and endurance, somewhere between 6 and 20 reps, 3 to 5 sets with 30 to 90 seconds of rest. So that is how you run faster without getting tired. If you'd like more help on the things that we've mentioned in this video, click the link below and book a call with either myself or Nick, and let's see how we can help you.